Let me get that. Let me get that. What's up, y'all? What's good? I got 17 in here. Y'all patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. I like it. I like it. What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? Let me do this real quick, and then I'm gonna go in here, say my hellos. What's up, Brooklyn cord cutters? What's up, Derek Johnson? James the man, what's good? It says, are they good? Aerobics content. Okay, he's talking to somebody else. What's up, Tim Wizard? What's up, Alan Osborne? What's up, Milton L? What's up, Anthony? Bet Honey is what it is. Let me see. Troop, what's good, Troop? I'll send you a link in a minute, Troop-a-loop. What's up, Bobby2184? What's up, Showing Up TV? What's good with you, Phil Kent? What's good? Make sure I'm not missing nobody. Make sure I'm not missing nobody. What's up, Culture Trini? What's good with you? What's up, Seneca Douglas? What's up, Next Level Tech? Melody Miranda, what's good? That's what's good, Melody. I'm glad you got your shirt. That's what's up. I'm glad to hear news that's good. What's up, Stu Palmer? Miss Gail is in the building. What's up, Gail? Brooklyn. I said what's up to Brooklyn cord cutters. Also, guys, man, I put him on the spot last night. He said, Bo, let's do it today. So with me coming at him that way, and he said, let's get it in, I'm with it, and I hope y'all with it and y'all ready. Before I start the show, y'all know how I get down. My sponsor, I need that. I need that. I need that. The real. If you guys need a hat, a cup, get at the real. A shirt, get at the real. But can we say, but the man of the hour, half an hour, whole hour? We're gonna see how long we can keep Butch, y'all. We're gonna see how long we can keep him. The Butcher, can you say in my building, on my panel, can you say blessings? I appreciate them.
Ain't no blessing.
So
what's up?
Butch? I got 46 in here. I appreciate you guys in here. Hit that thumbs up as you guys coming in. You know how I get down. I'm gonna ask Butch some questions. You guys can ask him some questions. If I miss it, if he might see it, he will ask it, or I will ask it. If both of us miss it, please repost the question. Mr. Butch, you gave us a little bit of knowledge last night, which I appreciate you for it. Butch, my first question, which I'm gonna start asking all y'all first. That first question is, what made you come up with, and where did you get that Dabutcher from?
Shit. That actually came from some of my gaming buddies. I'm playing Call of Duty again, but back Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I got it for my PC, and I joined a clan, and it was the older guys because I'm an older guy, and I'm not saying I don't like to play with the kids. I don't like to play with some teenagers. I can't take them. Can't take the little squeaky voices. But so I was with the older guys. We're playing, and I had the name Yabble, W-A-B-E-L, Yabble, which stood for, my brother came up with it, Yankee Rebel, because I'm from the North, and I moved to the South, and you're always called a damn Yankee when you move to the South. So, so I was like, Yankee Rebel. I called myself Yabble. Well, the guys thought that was kind of a punk name, and because they couldn't say it, they didn't know what it was. And so one of the clan leaders said, "What do you do for a living?" You know, he goes, "We're gonna get you a different name." He said, "Because your name sucks." And I was like, "All right." I said, "Well, I've been a butcher for 20 some years or close to it at that time." He says, "Butcher," and he was from Boston. And he's like, "Butcher, I like that. You gotta come up with Butcher." He goes, "You know, I think the Butcher." And he had that Boston the Butcher. And he came up with it and started saying it. And I kept thinking, I'm like, I kind of like that. You know, it's not the Butcher, but it's the Butcher. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go with it. So, you know, I stuck with it, and I've used it pretty much. Sometimes I'll have to stick a 3 instead of the E, because somebody's already grabbed it if I go to somewhere. But I try to stick to that name pretty close anywhere I go. And it's just, once I got to it, then It's in it. It's actually on my license plate.
Oh, okay.
It's on my license. I got the vanity plate that says Dabutcher across my license plate. And I know my ex, she used to say I was going to get pulled over. She says, you know, it says Dabutcher, like you killing people, and you're going to get pulled over. And I said, I won't get pulled over. You know, I'm a white male living in the South. I ain't getting pulled over. I don't care what I do. 100 miles an hour, I ain't getting pulled over. Just joking, folks. But
it's like Butcher ain't happening. It's not happening.
It ain't happening. But no, I don't get pulled over. And I said it's a funny name. But you know, when I actually have had some customers walk into my store, and I park way far out because I don't want nobody banging my doors. So one guy walked in. He goes, "So who's the butcher in here?" And I was back there. We have a service case, you know, where you get your meat. You can tell them what steaks you want from us. And I said, me. He says, how did I know that was one of you guys? He said, because I saw your license plate all the way out there at the far end of the parking lot in that little sports car. He says, so I figured it had to be somebody back here. I was like, that's me. So that's how I got the name. I got the name, and I'll stick with it. I'll keep it. I like it. It fits.
Okay, I like it too because it's different. It's different. It's unique, and then. But some of the stuff that you do, it goes with you. So it goes with you. So he said, you better not mess with me. But my next question, Butch, my next one is, I know you've been doing this for a minute. You've been doing it for a minute, and I do myself, I want to say appreciate you for what you do for the community. But what made you get into Kodi? What made you actually get into XBMC? Because I know you've been back there. So what made you get into coming into the realm of giving us that knowledge that you've been getting? What made you? What drew you here?
All right. Hey Cobra, nice to see you. He's one of my old time buddies with Kodi Custom Biz. Yeah, back on our Facebook. I'll talk about that later. But I started. Folks, if you remember the old Xboxes, the big ones, the original ones, you used to be able to soft mod them mugs, and I soft modded mine. You could hack it with I think it was NEWTECH Warrior or something, but you could hack it and basically put a Linux operating system on it, and it opened up the device to be able to use for whatever you want. Then I could burn my own games. I could do all kinds of stuff, but doing that, I could put XBMC on it. And this has to be good 10, 12 years ago. You could put XBMC on it. And what I was doing at that time is I wanted to stream local content, meaning I would get movies, TV shows, and I would have them on a computer or hard drive or something in my house. And I would have my Xbox to the TV, and it was networked in through the Ethernet cord because we didn't have Wi-Fi back then. And it would see the content on my device, and it would do like it does now, like for a library. You'd see the content. It would scrape the movie data, the metadata. It would grab it all, so it looked all nice and pretty. And then I could watch my movies and TV shows right to my TV. And at that time, there was none of my friends doing it. Nobody was doing that. So I would download it. I think I had, at that time, I had 4 hard drives in my computer. And so that's how I started. And I went from that. Then I went to, I moved my way into Plex when Plex first left XBMC, because a lot of people don't understand that that Plex is actually a fork of XBMC. Plex moved away from XBMC so they could create a different platform. I moved to Plex and let all my family members watch my stuff because they had Plex on their TV, on whatever device, their computer, and so they could watch it. And then I went to the Apple TV. Because the only good Apple to me is a jailbroken Apple. Jailbroke my Apple and was using XBMC, and then Kodi came out. Kodi 15, or was it XBMC 15, Kodi 15 or something like that, maybe 14. And I moved to Kodi. And when I moved to Kodi, that was when I really went full force and about cutting the cable, because at that time the add-ons were created. Mashup was out, Phoenix was out, Genesis was out. All those early ones were out. So I could cut the cable without having to download everything. And to me, it was such a relief not to have to download all the content that I needed to watch. I could stream it. And so then I kind of moved to that way. Started creating builds. That was where I met up with Cobra.
Okay.
We had a Facebook group, and I can't remember, at one point we were one of the earlier build groups where we taught people how to do builds.
Okay.
I want to say it was 20,000, 25,000 people in that group at one point before we changed the group, and did that. Then met up with Noobs and Nerds guys. They were total XBMC, and then they moved to Noobs and Nerds, and I was with those guys, and they pulled me into being. I was a builder at that time, but they were such a welcoming group, in they had the same mindset as me about sharing everything. We were sharing our knowledge. We were all the same mindset about anything we learned. We was about teaching somebody else so that they could teach somebody else. Total open source mindset, and that was the same mindset I had. And so they let me in. I met Gandalf when Gassy Gandalf in the chat.
Okay, I see him in there.
He was my first starstruck. First person I met that I was starstruck with. When I met Gandalf, when he had, what was it, Andy's build, I think, if you remember Andy's build, I think it was Andy's build.
Yeah.
And I told him before, he had an intro. It was the only build that I had seen. It had an intro, and it was like swirling around with 3D, and I was like, "Holy shit, this guy is something!" And when they let me in the chat, and when they let me in the chat, I was thinking, "Oh my God, do they know that I'm such a dumbass? They let me in this chat." And honestly, I didn't know nothing. They let me in, and I met Gandalf, and I remember my ex-wife was sitting there. And I said, "I'm talking to Gandalf." And she goes, "Who?" And I said, "You don't know who he is," but I was just so starstruck who he was that he was talking to me. So it was neat. And then I moved my way through Noobs and Nerds and doing builds. And again, working with Cobra, we worked with that, worked with Droid Buddy. He worked with some of the stuff with Droid Buddy stuff. And that was fun. And it's just things have moved. Things have moved. I've lost some friends that can't do this no more. And now we've transitioned into the last, year and a half I've been doing Gen stuff. And it's all about, that's, again, I just want to teach. If I can teach you or teach somebody else, and then you teach somebody else. Even if I walk away from the scene today, things move forward. And that's what this whole idea about, it's not here about making money, it's here about me teaching. And when I leave, then you can share that knowledge. And that's my whole mantra about why I'm in this stuff. And hey, I want to say, hey, one of the things, I see Diesel's in here. It's Diesel 13, an old Noobs and Nerds guy. Again, another one of my friends. I met him in person. I went. That's what's up. I met him in person. I actually went on took a flight, met him. I've met him a couple times. Great guy, and that goes back to, he was a Noobs and Nerds guy. It's not just about meeting people. You and I, we've talked on chats.
Right.
When you get to talking to people every day, you create a rapport, and it also, they become your family. They are your family, and you share stuff with them. They share with you. People say, "Oh, that's just the internet." No, I mean, that's my friend. It's not. That's my friend. I mean,
I totally agree. I totally agree.
So yeah, I happen to see a few of those people over there jumping in here. So I'll try to catch some of the people as they
coming in. It's important. I actually like it. They coming over showing you some love. Also, so then you can say the person that you try to model after was Gondor, or Gandor, or was it somebody else that you saw that you said, I want to model myself after that person and follow the same thing, or how they get down when they're doing what they do on Kodi? Not so much on Kodi, but YouTube. My bad.
Yeah. Oh, on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Who
was it that you saw on YouTube when you said, I want to, when I do my page, if I start my page, I want to model myself after that person?
When I got into YouTube was through Husham. He brought me onto his early live show, him and Target.
Okay.
And actually, Target and I met, and that had to do with he was trying to get money to Lambda, because Lambda was quitting. But we started doing live shows. I was a guest along on Husham Show with Target. We did a lot of live shows.
Okay.
I liked Husham showed me a lot of stuff.
Okay. But
in certain aspects, I didn't like Husham's show because I didn't like the format of just shooting from the hip and talk about whatever. We may be talking about what he ate for damn dinner, and we might be talking about Kodi. Then we might be talking about some movie, and we might be talking about something on the news. I always wanted to keep it Kodi focused.
Okay.
So I saw aspects of what I liked what he was doing, but then aspects I didn't like. Joe Nobody actually gave me some confidence. And Joe Nobody, I told Joe, I said, I want to do a show. And I said, I want to do a show that's content-based, Kodi focused. And I said, I want to interview, like you're doing here, interview people for Kodi. I said, I want to have debates, but respectable debates. That you can have a difference in opinion, but in the end, let the end user decide when they hear all the facts which way they fall. Not that just because I yell louder than you that you're going to go follow me. I wanted that to be the feel of the show. I did a Dabutcher digs deep, and I did a couple shows of that where I wanted to pull different people together and kind of argue or hash it out. So I was testing out different things, and then ARB and myself came up with the idea of Kodi Matters. And he says, because Kodi matters, and they're the matters of Kodi. He says it's kind of a double meaning thing. So we started that show in that series, and we wanted it to be informational, not too much drama. That was one of the things. We didn't want it drama fed. We didn't want it to be clickbait kind of stuff. We wanted it to be informational, truthful, and again, give people the information, let them decide. And so that was how my YouTube stuff going, and I actually moved forward with doing that, and I've still tried to do that about teaching people. So, and we see Blue showed up.
Okay, she popped in. Hey, Blue, how you be, Blue?
I'm good, hon. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. What's up, UK Kodi One? I see a lot of hitters in my chat right now, so I see a lot, and I appreciate you guys coming over supporting. Can you say the Butch? I appreciate you guys coming over supporting them. Blue, since you just hit in, then how did Blue come into the picture? The Butcher.
Oh Jesus! Does anybody even care?
How did she actually get into the picture? You guys connecting, you guys start what you guys do, because I actually do love that you guys are actually have the gen up and you guys are trying to show people not only that it's up, but how to use it, how to bring in their links, how to grab stuff, how to do the whole nine of it. But how did you bump into Miss Blue?
I'll let you handle that one, because you got to talk about how you started out.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what?
Go back to her history. I mean, she's been here long.
Okay. So since
I think I can do it in 20 seconds or less.
Okay. Let's hear it. Here it goes.
Started helping in support for Hacker Mill's box back in the day, Prometheus.
Okay.
Then ended up in Phoenix by some fluke, so became a playlister.
Okay.
Had a falling out there, so left, and we started Bob with Noobs and Nerds. That's where I met Todd and all the boys.
Okay.
And then because of Mid and Noobs and Nerds, and he made Jen, and then we kind of sort of, when the boys left, we kind of sort of took it over a little bit and started teaching people. And now I barely even have to help anymore, because I find people in our chat group are awesome for helping each other.
And you guys chat, I'm in and out. Forgive me, but I'm in and out. But I do love it. I do love how everybody do support everybody over there on the Telegram. I love it. You ask something,
that's a really good group.
Something, and everybody's trying to figure out how and what ways to help you, or figure out what are you missing, what did you do wrong. So I do love that part of the community that you guys have over there in that Telegram group. It's like, we're not going to leave you hanging. We got you. So I do love that. Also, Butch, because I see you got a lot of people up in here that I haven't came over, which we will not spill the beans, but I see a lot of people in here that actually coming over and support you. That lets you know how big you is, as far as your knowledge base and what they get from you. So a double part question for both, a question for both of y'all. When you guys start doing what you're doing and you helping with, when you guys helping, did you think that you would get the outcome that you guys are getting as far as the magnitude of people? Or did you guys think it was going to be like maybe a little small group? Or did you guys think it was going to be a lot of people saying, hey, can you help me?
Go ahead, Todd.
If he thinking that's
I'm sorry, the Gen project?
Yeah. I didn't think it would be as big as it is, to be honest.
No, and actually, all right, the reason why Gen was created for people to have a complete background, when Mid wrote Bob, the reloaded reloaded version. Yeah, I mean, what reloaded?
Yeah, reloaded was like 2.0.
Yeah, 2.0. But when he wrote that from ground up, we knew that people would clone it. And he talked about that. And Mid was like, well, let them clone it. I don't care. You know, let them clone it. Yeah. And, you know, or fork it. And everybody's so upset, everyone gets so uptight about forks and stuff. But he knew that people would do it. And Mid says, you know what? Why don't I create a template, a base template that has everything that Bob has? He says, give everybody the most of the plugins, give them the stuff. They won't have the playlist, but they have all the basic stuff.
Yeah, he took a couple of little things out of Bob, just little things.
Yeah, he took a few things, but he said, give them the base of it. And then they don't have to fork our add-on. They have it. They have the base of it. And so that was his idea. I thought it would do okay. I didn't know how well the support would go. I didn't know how much support we would be able to get. I felt it might be just a couple people helping, and then, you know, it's not going to work if you only got a couple people helping. And there were certain people in our group that were like, I don't know about this whole Gen thing. And then I remember when Blue, Mid, and myself talked about the Borg, and I said, this is something that can take off, because you can take a bunch of gens and put them together and make one big add-on. I said, this is where things really could, and I really started to see where it could go. And I said, this could go somewhere if we get the support. As much as I hate that Mid and a bunch of the noobs and nerds people left, I also feel like it also forced Gen to progress and to actually, there was a vacuum of that. We needed people to write code. We needed people to do stuff. And that vacuum was filled. And now Blue did a phenomenal job. I did a little bit. She did a humongous job. I was doing just little bits and pieces, but she did a phenomenal job pulling a lot of stuff together at the beginning. And now, like she said, I don't have to help but people once in a while. She only has to help people once in a while because there's so many other people. I remember Gandalf was like one of the early people of helping people all the time.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't have to do it as much because there's these other people that have stepped up. And again, let's give you some knowledge, and you take it and you learn and you gain on that knowledge, and then you share it with somebody else. So if I leave today,
you said you do what? Could you say that again? You take some knowledge and you
take some knowledge and gain on it, and then share it with others.
That was the key word for me. And the key word for me was share it, is because that's the part that I love in their group. They take that knowledge, they pass it on to somebody else. They don't say be stingy, go hide it, go. No, they get that knowledge and they say, you know what? We don't mind you sharing it. Now, and I say now, they do have some things that they don't like about the sharing. So, and I totally 100% agree. If they telling you I'm sharing it and I'm sharing it for free and I'm sharing it out there to give it out to the next person, then to me that's a plus, guys. That's a huge plus. Now, don't come in their group thinking, oh, I'm going to get this and I'm going to get it for financial gain. They're not doing it for financial gain. So within that respect, I love that respect of it because they saying, hey, if you want to come in, you want to come learn, we have no problem teaching. But if you're trying to come in for what we not presenting to other people, because if that's the case, they can say, hey, come in and come get this gin so you can make some money. I ain't heard them not once say that. Not once say that. They say come in to have it, to use it for your own personal use or to share it with your family. Mm-hmm. I have never heard them say, you know what, come in here and come make this dollars. Come in here and come make that. They ain't never said come make no bread. No. So when people get mad or upset with them when they don't want to teach them, and you coming in and being honest, which thank you for being honest, for coming in and say you coming in to make some money off of it, that's the greatest reason for them to say you up out of here. So
we block people for that. We booted people out of Gen for that.
And Blue and Butch, I commend both of you guys for it. Now I commend you for it. Now on the other side of it, I get other people come in and do different things with it as far as come in, get it, try to make money off of it and whatnot. But it's good that you guys are saying that's not what we're about.
Yeah, no, we have no control over what somebody does with it once they learn how to use it. Right. And you know what? To be honest, at first we prefer that they come in, they get their own gen, and they build on it themselves. Right. Instead of just stealing somebody else's. You know what I mean? Somebody else's work to make money off of it, which is even worse. At least this way, they're putting in the effort. I mean, yeah, we got no control over what people do with it after the fact, unfortunately.
Right. And Blue, can you repeat that? Because I don't think some people understand that. When you guys say that you don't give it away for free, but you just hit it on the coffin. You can't control what they do with it after.
Yeah, it's like anything, you know, like you do something and you do it for a good reason. There's always people out there that are going to ruin it or whatever. Although 99.9% of the people that have gens have free gens.
Right. So and that's the
most of them are doing it, and you don't even know about the add-on. You don't even know they're doing it for their own personal add-on, maybe them and their family. I'd say probably 70 to 80% of gens you've never heard of, and you'll never hear about them because they're just somebody's personal project. And that was some of the stuff that we talked about early on was. Guess what? Remember when and this was back when TVA got shut down with Covenant and all that stuff happened. Right. And I remember Mid saying we need to decentralize it so that people aren't relying on one or two add-ons. Because if you remember right, when all that happened, there was chaos about this is the end of Kodi. There's all the add-ons are shut down. What are we going to do? There was all this freak out. And he said, if we decentralize this and everybody has their own, they're not relying on Genesis or Exodus, or they're not relying on that. They have their own. So if a big add-on goes down, let's say the other day, you know, Placenta got shut down a couple weeks ago. Guess what? Things roll on. I mean, Placenta shut down. It doesn't really affect me.
Right. The only thing about that though is that yes, there are a whole pile of gens out there, but they are all reliant on universal scrapers. Now, if that was to go down, that would be a very big deal. Although, once again, flip side, a lot of people who are making gens nowadays, a lot of them are adding direct links and not even using universal scrapers. So I guess those ones would be fine. I know probably at least 20 guys that are doing all direct links. So, but universal scrapers, without universal scrapers, most gens would be screwed.
Yeah, the majority of them. But again, I also have the faith that I've seen community rejuvenating and it's vital. It revitalizes itself. I also think that even if we left the scene or some of the other scraper people left the scene, I feel that vacuum would be filled. I think
you hope people will step up. Yeah,
I think they would. I think that it's the nature of what we're doing and what's happening now.
It's always evolving.
Right. And that's the biggest thing. You always got somebody that when somebody fall down, somebody's stepping up. Somebody fall off the cliff, somebody else is climbing up the ladder. So I love that part of it as well, too. Also, guys, you got to think about it. I'm the interviewer. I do the questions, but you know it don't work that way on my channel. If you guys got a question for them, for Blue or for the Butcher, make sure you guys ask them a question. We will make sure we read the question and we will ask them that now. And I say now, guys, anybody that's in the chat that is a YouTuber or a dev, if any of you guys want to come in the chat and ask them a question, so UK Kodi 1, Gandalf, it's a Cobra Customs, Bills. It's a bunch of y'all that's in there. If y'all want to ask them a question on the panel, let Troop know. Troop will give you guys the link to come onto the panel to ask the question, or if you just want to come on the panel and show them some love. Also, if you are a YouTuber or a dev, please press 1 for me. If you have a YouTube channel, press 1 for me. The reason why I'm asking is because I also love to share. So, Butch, Blue, look at Griffin just popped in here. Griffin, if any of you guys have YouTube channels, I love for the people that come subscribe to me also get that knowledge from you guys as well. T-Rex C says, hey, Bo, what's popping, bro? Question for the Butcher. When are you going to make another animated build?
All right. Well, not to toot my own horn, but I was the first builder to create an animated GIF back build with animation going on. It goes back to I was all about eye candy. And ARB and myself worked together a lot on builds, and we did it. He was my right-hand man on a lot of stuff, and he liked simplicity, and he liked a neat look about things. And I was always about pushing the limit. I'm like, can we push it? Can I change it? Can I do something that nobody else has done? And I talked with OpenElect, which is Q, back in the day, and he made the very first Depulse build, or the menu bar that actually had the menu bar was moving. Right. And it looks.
That was the one too where the user could change it themselves too, was it?
Yes, not? Yes. The first one you couldn't, but then not about a month or two later, he came up with you could change all the colors and stuff. And right now you see Cellar Door has a version of that. It's not the same thing. It's a version of that, but same kind of thing. You could change the colors and looks and all kinds of things. And I love that. But then when 16 came out, I could do animated backgrounds, the GIF. And I started doing GIF backgrounds where it was a seamless GIF. And I see people do GIFs and then you see it skip. And it runs and it skips. And then it runs and it skips. That used to drive me crazy. I wanted a background that was running that you never saw it stop. Like a waterfall. The waterfall is running, but you see it running. I remember one of them was, what was that cartoon with the, not the Incredibles, but the bad guy was shooting with this like fire ray, and the woman was shooting with this like ice ray thing. I can't remember that little cartoon, but it was.
What is that cartoon? I know you're talking about too. But
it was an animated movie, but it was a seamless GIF, so it was running and it looked like they were shooting at each other, and that was the feel of it. Now, would I do that again now? No, because now
blow up every single Fire Stick on the planet.
It did screw up some Fire Sticks, and I'll say thank you. I killed some Fire Sticks.
ARB wouldn't have forgiven me if I hadn't have brought that up. Yeah. Hold on, keep talking. I'm gonna go grab another glass of wine.
Okay, but I will say that now my concept and my mindset, I don't really care if people use my build. I have a build. Don't care if 1 person or 100 people or 1,000 people use it. My build is for my friends and family because they want simplicity. I have 4 add-ons in it, a simple background. Now you can download. I got a bunch of backgrounds online. You can download them, and I have them on my server. It's easy to download it. But now it's about simplicity and quickness. I want less stuff going on. So I've evolved. I won't go back to that. But even if you look on my server, I actually have 30 animated backgrounds with seamless GIFs. So if people wanted to have that kind of a background, they could download it from my server.
But you do have another, maybe not animated, but you are releasing one probably soon, with the skin I built for you?
Yeah, I've been looking at that. That's a Kodi 18. And I kind of, Blue does it too. You'll get hot on an object. You'll get hot on a subject or something, and you get working on it, and then you move on to something else.
I get bored, yeah.
And you forget about it. So I worked on that 18. She made a skin and did some tweaks, and I thought about releasing it as my Kodi 18 to prepare for the next Kodi. but I just haven't finished it and put it out there because I got a new wizard.
Busy playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty's that's been it. But yeah, I've jumped on that. Call of Duty's fun right now. But I did create a new wizard thanks to Fire Guru that created that that GUI, the new GUI for wizards.
Okay.
He took the Aftermath wizard and tweaked it. And you see, I see Kodi 1's using that template. I know I saw Fanerific was using it. Brian Miller was using it. Numerous people I follow, I see that they're all using this new GUI wizard because it's setting the stage for Kodi 18. And it's got a lot of bells and whistles. So I'm going to release it. Again, if people want to use it, great. If only my family uses it, fine. If only I use it, that's fine too.
Right. I give it to my family because I don't want to do builds anymore.
Yeah.
Giorgio have a question for both of you guys. It says, what if we want to learn how to make add-ons, APKs, and gens? Where do we start? He said, ask the panel, please. So, Butch, I think you got, I think you do. You got to type something in the chat, Butch, just in case. I think you got a wrench. Yeah? No? We about to find out.
No.
No? All right.
I had a wrench. You took my wrench away.
I took it away? Baby, I know why. I know why I took it away. Trust me, I know why I took it away.
I didn't get a crack on nobody.
I took it away because of my show before last show. I had somebody come on my show, so I deleted everybody. So when I say I deleted everybody, I deleted everybody. And then I started back over.
Can I answer that question though?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Best place to start, in my opinion, would be in the Gen Chat group because then you can learn how to make an add-on. As far as the APK, I don't know anything about that, but I do know that people in our Gen Chat have made APKs as well. So you could probably, if they have other Telegram groups that deal with that, you could probably meet them in there if you're interested.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna post. That is, I guess it'll show. Yeah, that goes to my playlist for Gen. And there's numerous videos for that. There's some that Blue and I made early on. Mm-hmm. Then some that are just that talk about certain aspects. Mm-hmm. One is for Gandalf's. One of the things are, if you watch our Blue is in my very early videos. Mm-hmm. Gen template changed a little bit. So you can't, it's not exact. So if you use my video that says 1.1's Gen, you'll be closer. Old, yeah. You'll be closer. The 1.6 is closer to what the 1.9 is now.
Because the 1.6, everything was in settings, right? Nothing was in default. Now, the only difference between 1.6 and 1.9 now would be that you can do username and password for people. So you can make it more private. Yeah,
it gave you some extra features, but the layout
was the main one.
But APKs, I would say Cobra that's in the chat on the side, he does APK stuff. Mm-hmm. I've never messed with APKs.
Yeah, Droid Buddy.
He's the APK guy doing now, Droid Buddy.
Okay, I have a question though. Like doing an APK for something like Droid Buddy, for example, which basically just tied to URLs for stuff, right? So you could download actual other APKs. That was the whole point of it. Was a one-stop shopping for APKs. Is that right, Todd?
The Droid what? Buddy. I'm sorry. I was reading.
Droid Buddy. Yeah, yep. Stop reading.
I was reading. Yeah, I can't do. I'm a man. I can't do two things at one time.
Droid Buddy was essentially a one-stop shopping for other APKs. Was it not?
True.
So it's not exactly like converting a gen to an APK.
No. It actually had an XML that you pointed to wherever the APK was at, and Droid Buddy was basically XMLs, and it would say, "Hey, go here and look. Here's the XML for, let's just say, terrarium." So that APK was someplace, and it would download it and it would install it, and that's what the feature of it was. It had other stuff, some tools and stuff, other stuff it did, but that was its main function.
And can Gen be made into an APK?
I don't think it could be directly. I'm sure if you took the format
or the playlist,
I would think, if you think about it, Droid Buddy was nothing but an XML reader So maybe if you took it apart, I don't know. I'd have to get with Cobra.
I want to say, I get the Smiths have APKs, but I don't know if they're gens. I think they might be like IPTV based or Exodus based. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if any of them are around today.
You would have to get with Giorgio. You would have to get with Dabutcher. You have to get with Dabutcher or Blue as far as getting the invite into the gen group.
Yeah, we don't post the link. You need to send me a
send
message
them an email.
send them an email. Well, you don't send me an email. Join Telegram. Once you join Telegram, Dabutcher is, you just do a search for Dabutcher. You're going to find me. Send me a request. Just say, hey, can I get into your gen group? And we invite you. Now, I will say this. There is probably, Blue, 10 people at the most that's banned from the group. So we don't ban lots and lots of people. Like sometimes people say, oh, you ban all these people. No, we don't.
Exaggerate it, yeah.
We don't. There's probably 10 people on the whole list of banned. Most of them were either selling something or were just hateful. Just hateful in their language and how they treated others. I also saw where Optimum Bliss was asking, is it full of gifts? There was times where sometimes we had certain people that like to post a lot of GIF. If you've used Telegram, you know how people post little images.
Way too many.
And sometimes people do, but it's an ebb and flow. You can't ban people. We don't want to ban people for it, but we try to say, hey.
No, but we do tell them, yeah, hey, dude, like,
chill
this
out.
is a learning group. We don't need 40,000 GIFs in a row.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's not as much as, I don't think, really, Jen, to be honest, I'd say is almost dead silent for the most part now. And I don't take that as a bad thing. I take it as a good thing because so many people have learned that
they know what they're doing now.
Yeah, we don't have a massive influx of people coming. And plus, if you've ever joined a Telegram group, when you first created a Telegram group or join a Telegram group, the talk is nonstop. You'll in just a few hours, there'll be 300 messages. But that over time that dies down, and it's you
got people coming in you got people coming in.
But the good thing is when somebody has a question, they ask, and their people will pop back in and answer it. So and if you're having a really hard time trying to show somebody something, lots of times what they'll do is they'll take them in DM and they'll say, send me your zip, I'll have a look, and they can fix it in like 2 seconds. Because I've heard people like, I've been 3 days trying to figure out why my gen isn't working, and they send it to one of the guys or they send it to me and we have it solved in like 5 minutes.
It doesn't take long. One of us will get it.
And we've all made the mistakes that they've made, so it's like you go, okay, wait, yeah, this is what it is.
Yeah, you just mess this in like a URL, or I had one guy that you know, when you copy and paste and putting stuff up, he accidentally copy and pasted something that was going to go in another part of the XML. He put it in there. And so I'm looking down the settings and I'm like, what the hell is that in the middle there for? And I was like, well, let me delete that. And then I saved it and sent it back to him. And I'm like, all right, it's fixed. And he's like, how did you fix it? I'm like, I call it fat fingered. You just fat fingered and stuck that in there when you're copying and pasting. And
yeah, it's usually something really, really simple because it's a really easy template to use. Like it really is. Yeah. It's pretty much foolproof.
Yeah, it's not hard. But again, you hope that people learn from it. And again, Blue and a lot of us are the same mindset. It's about sharing that information, and what we're hoping is that you will share it with somebody else.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be here forever. Blue's not going to be here forever. A lot of these people are not going to be here forever. So if we keep stacking that information and spreading it, it doesn't matter how many of us get taken down or go away or get bored with Kodi. The information stays out there, and people continue to learn, and it keeps to develop.
Okay, I don't want to totally change the subject here, but Bo, you have some of the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen.
Oh. You trying to have me turn red on my panel blue?
Sorry, honey, I can't stop looking.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to be blushing like that. I appreciate that, Blue. I appreciate it. That's true. Hashtag True. She done got me all jacked up over here. I'm trying to figure out what I was doing over here.
I see Trooper's here. I'll change the subject for you there, honey.
Okay, cool.
Is Trooper gonna talk?
He's a police officer of the group.
Troop, like, hey, I'm sitting. I'm asking certain names. Do they want in? So
hey,
if y'all
I'll
want
tell you.
in, let me know.
Hey, if and I see in the chat, if Cobra wanted to join or Diesel, I think that'd be fun to have them, or even Gandalf. I know that he's been around for a long time.
I just hit them too and asked them.
Hey, yeah, and hey, one of the other guys that's in the chat, Dick. Dick was Dick. No, his name is Dick.
No, I know that's his name. It's just the way you went about it. Like
he followed. He's
Dick.
He's been following. Blue loves Dick, but he's been following us. He's been following me for a long time. That's for you. That's for you, Diesel.
Hey, Butcher. I hope she do.
Oh, she does. But but he's followed us for a long time, and I kept hammering him. He would be in the Kodi Matters chat, and he would talk about, oh, I should do this, and I said, you should make a gen. You should make a gen. He finally joined gen. He finally over time made one, and he says it really wasn't that hard, and I'm really happy I made it. And I said, you know, I've been telling you that for months to do it and make it, and then that sense of accomplishment, and it's really cool. And I told him one day I should have him on a Kodi Matters show, and people don't understand how easy it is. And once they do it, they're like, oh shit, why did I wait so long? You know, it's and to me, and also your add-on has what you care about. You don't have to care about all that other stuff. I don't have, you don't have to have collections if you don't care about collections, and it's
personalize it and have fun with it. Actually, Diesel just wrote and he said, point out that people need to not be so serious and have fun with it. When you get serious, it takes all the fun out of it. And it's true. It's if you do it, if you're doing it as a hobby, so just relax. And you know what? People are going to complain because people always complain. But then lots of people, if you're sharing it out, especially out in public, more people like it than not. So ignore those other ones and don't make it for other people. Make it for you. Make it fun. Because once you start turning it into like a job where you're not getting paid for it, then it's not so much fun anymore.
We've seen that. We've seen that with a lot of our friends too.
Good job, Blue. I like that. I like that. It makes a difference too for me, guys. When the way she put it, I like it that way, because when you actually get in there and you learning it for you, it's way different than you trying to do it for somebody else. It is way more fun, because even when I first started.
Lots of times people like to take requests and stuff, and that's great. But sometimes it turns into a job where it's like, well, you don't have this, we get this. And it's like, I'll put it in there if I feel like putting it in there, dude. Or, if I'm not busy, or because most of us work full time and
get on it.
I just like, Todd, you've always seen my stuff. It's always been like, I've always got anime in it. I've always got, I like action movies. I like whatever, but I'm not going to put documentaries because maybe I don't really like documentaries.
So you're not going to have reality TV in it either.
Yeah. Oh my God. There's no way.
What's up with no reality TV? Every time I look in there,
that's not happening. See, that's what I mean is people have asked for it, but no, go see Todd for that.
I like reality TV. But yeah, it makes the same aspect when people say, what's the best build? And it's the best build is the one you make. And that's the same thing.
Wait a minute. Could you back up? The best build is what?
The one that you make.
Hey, who told you that, Todd?
I told myself that.
Oh, wait. Who told you that?
You told me that back. we came to an agreement that we both had the same mindset. Even when you were TVA, you said that. But that's the same thing as if you make a build for yourself. Who cares if nobody else likes it? Right. Who cares?
We all like different pictures. Somebody might want pictures of puppies. No offense, I like puppies, but I don't want them on my Kodi build. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's tastes are different, or layouts. Like, I like my layout a certain way. I like to have them in a certain order. And every time I do a new build, I do them exact same order, because then I'm not bouncing around trying to find, where did I put that again? I always know where it is. And learning how to build an add-on is so easy. Like, it's so easy. The hardest part, obviously, is finding add-ons that work nowadays, because they're in and out all the time. And picking artwork you like. And you know what? You don't even have to pick artwork. Just find some add-ons that work, and away you go. You can use Confluence and with 0 backgrounds and one add-on that works great, and you're good.
Kobe said. Krober said, "What about cooking? Cooking? Oh, he didn't say cooking.
No,
he didn't say cooking. He didn't say cooking. I'm not. All
right, because see, all right. So he's a longtime friend of mine, and I will say this. All right, so
who's this? Sorry,
Baroni. So
okay.
So I had a GIF. Everyone made fun of my GIF backgrounds and my GIF menu bar. They always made fun of it. Everyone made fun because I was like, I want to do that. And so him and I were tight. We were in the Kodi custom builds group, and we were the admins of it. And I made it, and I released my animated menu bar, and I'm like, look at this thing, it's so cool, nobody else is doing this. I felt so proud of myself, and I was so excited, and released it with the Depults. And Baroni, Mr. Cobra over there, took it, and then he replaced it with male and female parts as the menu bar. So the parts were moving back and forth on the menu bar, and he says, Dabs, here's your new build. I just seen it. And he did like a little video and put it in our group. And then and we're in Telegram groups. He sent it to all the groups, and it was all these male parts, back and forth. And he says, oh, this is your real build, you know. And again, we're friends, and you know, he's always busting my chops. And so because we know he's a perv, so it doesn't surprise none of us that that he made that.
Andy.
So none of y'all in the chat want to come join my panel. You mean
come on, boys? Hey,
none of y'all want to come up here?
So you want me to get a couple in? I'm pretty good at talking people into stuff.
Yeah. Hey, hit up some people to join you, because they'll always listen.
I'm all over it.
I thought UK Kodi 1 was gonna come in. I thought he was gonna come in, but he said, I saw him say maybe. I got another request, but I talked to him. I told him I would ask y'all because I did get hit, and he asked me, but I told him I will ask you guys first. I was trying to get other people in here first to see if any of them wanted to come in before I actually even asked y'all if if you guys even wanted him to even hit the panel or not. And of course, y'all know who it is. DVD's trying to hit the panel. And with him hitting the panel, he said he would behave. That's fine with me. But I told him it's my show, but it's y'all show for as of right now.
You can do whatever you want, Bo.
Now, listen, would you stop making me smile, woman?
There's another one of my buddies, Demi.
What's up, Demi?
Demi from back in the Husham days. Good YouTuber. Would and shown a lot of stuff, and I've got to give out shouts to him.
Me too.
And I followed him for a long time, and you know, a lot of us, once people get some kids, all of a sudden Kodi matters a whole lot less. He got some twins, and you don't see him as much as you did before them twins come along. So, yeah, I mean, you know, that's just life. Life comes in, and guess what? It prioritizes over all this hobby shit we do.
Okay, and me, I got to, even though I don't do it, this is Dale's thing. I got to salute Demi because I followed him. I had followed him too before I asked him for an interview, and then once I asked him for an interview, and he told me, yeah, I was almost like you, Butch. I was like, huh? He told me, yeah. So not only did he told me, yeah, he actually came to my channel to look at what I was about. And so when he got behind, before we did the live show, I love that he was able to tell me some of the things that I do on my channel. So big ups to Demi. If you guys not following Demi, please go follow him. He got a lot of knowledge, a lot of love on his channel. I appreciate that. UK Kodi 1, I do want to say I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, sir. I love how you run your channel as well. And your last video that I commented on, I love the way you put that. Love the way you put that, because for me, and this is just for me, y'all, I love it how we're able to be able to go on certain platforms and feel welcome, or yeah, you can come on without it being an issue.
Well, can I say one quick thing?
Yes, ma'am.
You, Kodi, is a dick. Just kidding, hun. Love ya. Thanks for popping on.
I'm only on because you still sent me 5 messages.
Hey, and a tip pic.
Not as good as those eyes.
Damn right. That's why he's on so fast.
He like, let me get on here. She threatening me. Let me get up there. So, any question?
She's great for getting, like, I'll say, I've invited all these people. They didn't want to come on my show. And, you know, like, I was like, oh, man, fuck it. Nobody wants to come on my show. And then she's like, well, hold on. And next thing you know, I've got the panels full of people. I'm like, how did they all show up? She goes, I sent them a message. And I'm like, dang, what? They ignore me. And then
I can't help it if people like me, Todd. It's not my fault.
It's the voice. It's that voice, Todd.
It is. It's won me over. I can't help it.
Man, the way she says stuff, she made me like, okay, you want to come right now? All right, here I come. Yeah. So it's that voice, Todd. It's that voice. UK Kodi Wood, I'm gonna ask you. Anything you want to ask Butch or Blue? Why they on here? Any question you want to ask them, sir?
Yeah, I've got.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, why not? Blue, how's the skinning? When's the skin finished?
That sounds so dirty. What?
When's the skin finished? I'm waiting. I've been like hanging around.
Which one?
I don't know.
3.
Already?
Yeah.
I ain't seen one for a while.
That's because I haven't put them out there yet. Oh, well, I'm gonna clean up the last one I did though, the black glass.
Oh no, I like that one.
Share that to whoever wants it. So I'm not gonna make a build on it, but people can just have it and make their own builds.
Oh yeah. I like the black glass one.
Like saying skinning.
Yeah, he likes saying it to her. Well, and again, you got Kodi 1 and Death Star. And I did a video on Death Star, and great add-on, and that whole mindset
whole group is awesome.
of community. And this is again a perfect example of Jen and the project and all the other stuff that plugs along with it. And they created that with Gandalf's help, and they welcoming anybody else that wants to join in. I mean,
how many add-ons are in it now?
38.
38 different add-ons.
So
38 different people that came together to put it together.
Exactly, and it's all possible because of Jen.
It's cool. It's cool. I mean, because to think about it, and I tell people all the time, like, you're installing one add-on, but you have access to 38. You know, because I always tell people, don't install tons of add-on. But guess what? You install the one, but it gives you the doorway and the passage to 30 different add-ons by installing that one. I mean, what a great idea. And they've done a really good job. And I love seeing how they've progressed and thriving in this time right now.
Oh my good Lord. You running for politics?
I am. I'm running for Kodi president.
I like that.
I want it.
And then he put male genitalia in my build. I'm like,
Gandalf had hit the building. What's up, Gandalf?
What's up, though?
I will say first off to you, sir, hello.
Hi, Bo.
Second, I'm gonna come at you 2 or 3 different ways. Second, I will say, do you have anything you want to ask Blue or Mr. Dabutcher? Third, after you do that, you need to let me know when can I get you on my panel to bless it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've got a question for Dabs.
Okay.
Right. What is the best cut of beef?
Because hey, I am really a butcher. I really am. So people think I'm lying about that. No, I am really a butcher.
I love ribeye.
Oh,
okay.
That's the Cadillac. Even though some people say, "Oh, filet mignon's the most expensive." To me, filet mignon has no flavor. Why do you think you got to wrap it with some damn bacon to have some flavor? Yes. So ribeye is the flavor. I will say for folks, and this is Meat 101. If you're looking for something inexpensive, ask your butcher or your butcher shop. There's 2 cuts. A chuck eye, because that runs right against where the ribeye comes from. The other one is a flat iron. Ask about a flat iron. If you can get one that looks kind of long rectangle, that means they cut it correctly. Fabulous piece of meat, and it's not expensive. There you go.
Can you say education? Education on some meat?
Yeah, wait, this ain't all about Kodi. This shit.
He said we gonna learn everything. So Gandalf, and my last question I asked you, sir.
What was that, Bo? I forgot.
When you go, I would have forgot too. When you gonna bless my banner?
Right now.
Nah, I'm talking about for interview himself. Hit him up here, and then he can get whoever he want up here. So I know we talked about it. I know we danced with it, but like I told Butcher, I'm gonna stop dancing with the ones I want on my panel, and I'm gonna have them on the spot, and I'm gonna say either Bo yes or no, or they gonna have to spit a date out for me, and I can say either yes or no, or let's make it happen. Because I love when Butcher said, Bo, let's do it tomorrow. I said, let's do it.
You set a date and time, Bo, and if it works for me, I'm there.
Okay. I have your info. Get up, and then I send you date and time of my schedule, and then you can let me know which when you want me to pinch you in. Deal.
But just be mindful of the time difference.
Oh yeah, trust me. Ask Demi. Demi was the first one to say. He was the first person, which I should make that a question. He was the first person that I went out of my change of my time for him. Because of the time difference is so different.
He's like almost 2 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
Where are you? Are you in Vegas?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're 3 hours behind us, Andy. He's 8 hours behind you.
All right, cool.
So Gandalf, again, this is the second time you blessed my panel, actually, and I appreciate you for coming. Trust me, my memory good, y'all. It's good. so I appreciate you for coming in here. UK Kodi 1, you already know. It's nothing but you already know. I mean, once when you started, we good. And Gandalf knows too. Anybody know that you guys bless my panels, you guys know. We friends to the end. I ain't got time for y'all telling me, Bo, forget you. I ain't having it. We friends. Forget all that. And most of you guys that know how I get down, you guys know I'm drama free. I stay away from drama. Most of the people I deal with, and I say most of the people I deal with is drama free. I try to have whoever on here when they on my panel or when in the chat room. So Griff, I will apologize for my for my mods. If they see something that's way to the left, they will erase it. So if you was wondering why they erase it, that's why. And I know a lot of other people do they sense of humor a little bit different, and that's fine with me. As long as I know it's that way, I tell them, y'all.
It's Griff is never ever serious. He's Scottish. It's all banter.
But most of them don't know that, and I know that.
Yeah. He's full of shit all the time.
Yeah, so I know. So for me, I didn't see him on you guys' show. I didn't see him deal with other people, and for me, I don't. There's no harm intended for me. I know he ain't showing nothing, but that's his way of showing love, should I say?
Yeah, he's always joking.
Milton F says, "What's the name of your build, Dabutcher?"
I posted it. I sent him a link. Let's see, yeah, I actually sent a link to the playlist for my Dax. Dax has lots of different videos. They're all different ones for different aspects of it. But the only thing I will say is I need to update it because it has placenta in it. And I haven't updated this build in 5 months because I only have 4 add-ons. So why need to update it? All the add-ons work. But the only downside is placenta probably has an older version of placenta, not the last version of placenta. But hopefully in the next couple weeks, I release an update to it for 17, and when I do it, I'm going to release the wizard also so that it's ready for 18. Again, it's still going to be the same thing. I'm trying to debate what covenant fork I put into my build. I'm thinking Yoda, but then Yoda's got some double, triple scraper issues. Do I go with what's it? The one that David did, or that Les and them helped with. So I just haven't figured out which covenant fork I'm gonna go with. Because I have all the the repos are all in my in my add-ons or my build, so you can install what you want. Daniel has his add-on was Jor-El. And
oh, good Lord, and you had no idea who that was. That cracked me up a little tiny bit. Hey, how many people on here on the panel right now who know who Jor-El is?
Jor-El. I don't.
That would be Superman's father. His name is Kal-El.
Oh, I know who he was. I thought you was talking about like
we go. There's your blue geek moment for the evening.
Yeah. She'll embarrass you. Yeah. Tell us about who was the director of this movie, and did you know he actually was acting?
Yeah, but that's a cool fact.
I didn't know.
No, I know who he was, but I thought she was. I thought it was somebody like new in the community.
Oh no. Well, yeah, it is. You know where it came from. That's awesome. Okay, well, you know what? That means I love you. We're good.
That's what's up. Boom has hit the building. What's up, Jug? Juggernaut have hit the building. Jug, since you hit my panel, and you know I gotta ask you, sir. You got any question for Miss Blue or Mr. Dabutcher?
No more questions than what I asked him last night. I mean, so I bet you how many times has been asked, are you a real butcher? And are you really blue? No,
no, I'm not. I'm pretending to be.
And yes.
Wait a minute, Blue. I missed that. Blue, how did you get your name?
Oh, God. I don't know. It just happened. It's weird. I don't know.
Just out the blue, you saw something that was blue and said, hey, I'm going to be blue.
I was in Phoenix and I saw blue Phoenix when I was looking through Google Images one day, and it was friggin' beautiful. It looked like it was made out of ice, and then I just sort of adopted it. Plus, my eyes are blue.
Uh-oh. Hey, man.
Yes, they are.
Plus, it's my favorite color.
Ooh. Blue. You see what's in back of me, right? That blue, them Cowboys. That blue.
No, her blue is like almost like the blue off of your microphone reflection. I can see the backside of your reflection. Her blue eyes is blue.
It's back there.
Like in the background, Juggernaut. Pretty cool.
I noticed that too. That's very cool.
Yeah, very nice.
He's so fancy.
So fancy. Yeah, the only thing that's real all in there is just my eyes. Everything else is
And are they blue?
Juggernaut, I was looking at your eyes and they're very pretty. They caught
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I just thought
Juggernaut,
I thought I'd have to help you.
That's actually funny that you're on here, because the other day there was an issue with somebody and they were talking about Juggernaut, and I was like, is that our Juggernaut? And Todd's like, no, it's a different Juggernaut. So I guess they were causing issues out and about. So just so you know, there's an imposter out there.
Yeah. There's, from what I learned, I guess, when well, I guess for those who are on the panel, I'll introduce myself. There's some that don't know me. Yeah, I'm the Juggernaut from up in Canada. I'm an admin from the Supreme Builds group. I am not the person who created the Juggernaut add-on. I am the person who created the Juggernaut build. And just recently, in the last few months, well, actually maybe about half a year, became a YouTube junkie, I guess, a noob, and here we are. So yeah, I learned, I guess, when I put out the build that there was already someone who was using the Juggernaut moniker. So, but I am the Juggernaut, so I'm not going to change. So.
And if you add him, and I said it last night on Bo's show, that if you look for him on Telegram, it's the Juggernaut. It's not Juggernaut, the
one and only, baby.
The Juggernaut. So if
That's
you look
right.
for him on there, that's how you find him.
That's exactly how you find him. Exactly how you find him. Y'all, boy, I love when I get a great panel. I done had it like twice for the last 2 nights back to back. I appreciate everybody that's on here. Trust me, I do. I'll make sure I'm not missing nobody's questions. Make sure I'm not missing none. Did you guys see any? Wow.
Hey, Todd, I think Baroni wanted to jump on, if I understood him correctly. Do you have him?
I'm sure I have him. I'll send him a link.
He's always been so shy every time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I'm busy. Oh no, I gotta. whatever.
And he's an old school guy from this. I mean, he's been around, and again, go to Droid Buddy. I mean, you can't. I mean, it created the damn thing. I mean, and people.
What's sad nowadays, though, is so much stuff has come and gone. Like, I mean, if people hadn't forked Exodus, nobody would know what Exodus was anymore. To be honest, you know that's true. It would have been forgotten. Think about how many add-ons are gone now that most people have no idea what Zunity is.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Yeah, NaviX or Mashup.
NaviX or definitely Mashup for sure.
God. So,
yeah, people only know Exodus because people are still trying to name it Exodus when they're releasing it.
Yeah,
just for the name. But I mean, I've never seen it. Oh yeah, I was in Phoenix. Phoenix, what's that? I'm like, oh my god. Oh yeah, I started 6 months ago. Yes, you did.
You poor baby. Bless your heart. That's how we say, bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
I don't know if he's going to answer it, but Stu, I will ask him. UK Kodi 1.
No.
Well, that's still answer.
Get Stu up here. Get Stu.
No, I'm not answering the question.
Friggin' Stu, he's trying to pay. He's trying to throw you in the kettle there.
That's what your friends do. That's what your friends
get started about YouTubers, then you'll get started about YouTubers. Then Gandalf will get started by YouTubers. Yeah. I have too much respect for both to start going off on one.
See, that is so
hey, I'll put it like this. That part right there, UK Kodi 1 is the part that I love about the people that actually come on my panel. They know how I get down. They know what I'm about. And I love it that you put that way. Like I told you, I watched the video, and for me watching the video, to me, if it hurts them that way, maybe, and just maybe, they might get with you or get with other people to try to figure out what they're doing wrong or what they can do to fix it. But what you said, I have no problem with. I mean, because if it's to the point where you have something in mind and you're trying to share it and you're trying to get that knowledge to the people, then all I'm asking you is to come to me, because like you said, 99% of the time, I'm going to say yeah. And if it's going to be yeah, then how about come to me, ask me, hey, is it cool for me to share your build, your wizards, or whatever the case may be, especially if they know that you have an actual channel.
See, that's the problem is most of the YouTubers that we know, that we've said it a million times, you're in Telegram with everybody. Just ask them. It's so simple to ask them whether or not you can do a video, and they keep doing videos without asking, and then doing the sorry after. I hate that. Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's if I'm asking you something, and for the ones, I got 76 in here right now, for the ones that's listening. So if you want to pass it and say Bono said it, that's fine. For the ones that's listening, I totally agree. If I have something and my only request is to ask me before you share it, and the reason why half the time we asking you guys to ask us before you share it, because we might have something going on with it. We might be changing something. We might be doing something with it. You don't know what we're doing with it. But if you guys don't ask and then you share it and it looks bad when you're sharing it, then you're making that person look bad, or whatever the case may be, what's going on with it. If you didn't ask, is it cool?
Bo, you know what it is, though. It's that they found it. And then before anybody else does a video about it, they want to do a video about it. So they can't waste the time to wait, because UK Kodi might be in bed at that time and they've got to wait hours for him to say, yeah, that's okay. And in the meantime, somebody else has made a video about it. So it's like this big, huge rush to be the first one to release something that's new.
And that was what caused the death of the Borg.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, and
I get it. Doing it still.
Yeah, I get it, and with me getting it, I can say I've been a culprit. I've been a culprit, and with me saying I've been a culprit it was wrong information on my end. But me, I'm always saying do your research. And me, I did it. I went on and shared it. Not only did I share it, y'all, here's the part that made it crazy. I shared it. Not only did I share it, I ended up giving the dudes Facebook page. I said, go show him some love, all of that. And the part that was crazy was that night, he came into he seen the video. I got somebody else talking about the video. He came in, he looked at my video. He came in cussing and talking crazy to me. And if you don't take it down and all this now, I said, back up. I said, I get what you're saying to me. Then I went and researched it. Once I researched it and I seen that he didn't want it out because of where he had it at, I told him, I said, I don't have no problem taking it down because I'm wrong and I didn't go back and read the whole message. Even though I got it from somewhere else, but I don't want to put that other person in it. But like I told them, I said, I get you angry, but there's still out of respect. There's a ways for me to take it down. You coming at me sideways is not going to make me take it down faster. Let me know, hey, I don't want it up. I have no problem taking it down. You know, but he went in. He like, YouTubers this and YouTubers. I'm like, hey, I get it. I get it. But YouTube is not where I make my money from. It's not. So all of us are not the same. To me, if somebody come at somebody that way, take it down. My goodness, really, just take it down. Especially if you're wrong, take it down.
Well, I will say this on the gen aspect of it. When we talked about it earlier, that 70% of these add-ons that people are making are private. They're just they're made it for themselves, and they say, well, they were on GitHub. Well, you know what? Kiss my ass. Maybe they put it on GitHub because they wanted it to be updated.
Whoa, back up. Kiss what?
Kiss my ass. But you know what I'm saying? That they put it on GitHub so that their friends and family can get updates. I mean, that's why you put it on GitHub, so that your friends and because we're dealing with Bo. How many of your family members know jack nothing about Kodi? You got to spoon feed everything to them. So exactly. The same thing, if you make an add-on and you have it to your family members, and then if you say, well, what you got to do to update it, you got to go here and download this and that. Crap. But if you put it on GitHub, say, hey, grandma or auntie, guess what? It's going to update by itself. You open up Kodi and updates. So guys put it out there, and it's like.
And the reason they put it out there is GitHub is free, where otherwise you got to hide it on a server, which costs you money. Yeah. Right. So it's bullshit that you have to pay now to be private.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, it's like these guys are creating it for themselves and their family. And it's like you're making this and you put it out there for thousands and hundreds of thousands of people to see. And when one big YouTuber does a video, guess what? Everybody makes a video on it. You know, it's like a domino effect.
It's a domino effect. And Doc Squiffy giving you a hard time. What's up, Doc Squiffy? Doc Squiffy said, just show your family a YouTube video. He giving you a hard time.
I ain't worried about it. But you know, that's the thing. I mean, we've seen so many people in our gen group that are like, I didn't want my add-on out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've seen tubers say,
you shouldn't have it on GitHub. People, like back in the day before TVA came out with the GitHub browser.
That's right.
We were encouraging people to use GitHub because it was free.
And you stayed hidden unless someone knew exactly where to look.
Exactly where to look. Exactly.
Now GitHub browser, it's so easy. And I mean, how many tubers do you see that just basically scan GitHub every day? They just scan it.
They are looking for their next like you said, their next video. And I agree. That's like I had somebody come to me and they asked me, and it was cool. But when they asked me, here's the part that was funny. They came to me, they asked me, can I review it? I reviewed it. And before I could walk away from my own video, it was somebody else putting it up right away. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. If that person came to me and asked me, and they trying to tell me, and I asked them first off, can you handle the weight? Can you handle the? I said, because once I do it, I'm quite sure somebody else gonna grab it and do it.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. And it went all, and because he had a bunch of bills in there, and it was crazy. And my team, the team that I'm with, they said, Bo, you know, once you put it out there, a whole bunch of people gonna jump on it, and they did.
Exactly. They watch your stuff just to watch that. Or, and unfortunately for that person, before you can even get yours out, somebody else has just scanned them and didn't ask permission and is releasing it.
Exactly.
So I get it. Permission.
I get it. I'm like this. I'm like this, y'all. With it, it just with us YouTubers, we have to learn to where if somebody does a video that you don't have, maybe try to either email them, inbox them, something. Try to figure out ways. Is it okay for you to share it when it comes to something of that magnitude, especially a build? Because I'm starting to learn now, and if you look at my channel now, I'm starting to not put out so much stuff because I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want what I got before because I don't want people to think that's my nature, and that's not my nature. If I put something out, I want to make sure it's cool with whoever it is I'm putting it out. And that's all it is. It's respect. And if they don't want it out there, y'all, they just don't want it out. Don't give that person a hard time if they get at you to say, take it down. They have reasons why they want it down. They probably don't want that traffic. It's probably a whole lot what they got going on why they don't want it.
That kills their server, and next thing you know, I've had that. We've all had that happen.
And until you
where we got shut down by our server guy.
Yeah. Seen that numerous times. But the thing is that you've got to respect people's private life too. And you would not understand. People say, well, it's out there for public. Well, you know what? I mean, you put it out there for public. Sometimes you put it out there for your friends and family. And you're hoping that you stay under the radar, because there's nothing worse than having Ace, and people make jokes about it, Ace knocking on your door, handing you a letter saying, you have been tied to XYZ add-ons, and you've been tied to this and this.
Yeah.
You're done. And if you don't, we possibly may move forward. And people, I love it when people say, oh, you should fight it. Yeah. Okay. You say that. But the thing is that you fight it
against multi-billion-dollar corporations. Yeah, that'll work well.
And even if you win the case, you spend 15, 20, whatever, thousands of dollars. And that's US, not Canadian. You use that.
You're such a dick.
And you use that and you spend that money, and at the end of the case, the judge says, you know what, you're right. You were not guilty because this stuff was not on your server. You were just pulling off of the internet. You were streaming. So yes, you're found innocent. You may move on. And Ace is laughing at you. Ace is laughing at you because they've got millions of dollars in their coffers for lawyer fees. You spent $10,000, $20,000. That broke you. You have no money. I mean, most of us are living paycheck to paycheck. You're broke. And so you won the case, but you lost $20,000. So you won nothing, but lost $20,000. You lose $20,000. I'm sorry.
Most of us don't have $20,000 lying around.
Yeah, every one of us is going to be hurting if you lost 20 grand.
Yeah, big time. Doc Squippy said leeching is illegal in most countries now. It is illegal in some ways, but is it financially viable for Ace to go after you? And most of the time, they just want to scare you. They want to scare you so you quit. And when you quit, you quit. And that's the thing. I look at these people and I'm like, I don't knock a single person that's quit Kodi because they got a letter. I don't, because you know what? They have the right to quit. And hey,
you've got to respect their decision.
Yeah. Because guess what? That's their life.
Hey,
props.
Somebody just hit my panel. Can you say somebody just blessed my panel?
Oh, Mid.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Mid.
Mid?
Yeah, not much.
Mid, is
not much.
Is there anything, Mid, you want to ask Blue and the Butcher?
Not really at the moment.
He already knows everything about us.
Yeah.
He's talked to us for like, what?
A year and a half?
Something.
He like, I know everything, but I ain't got to ask him nothing.
True.
Well, Mid, I'm going to start with you first then, Mid. Since you just got in, I'm going to start with you. Let the good people know in the chat who you are, who you be, and what you get down with.
Well, I used to develop for Kodi, the third-party thing, not anymore, since I got a letter, of course. But yeah, I did parts of Metallic, I did Chen, did Bob. I did a couple of other add-ons. I helped a couple of people, so I know how.
Yeah, Mid is the reason why we have gens.
Okay. Y'all hear it here. That's why y'all have it.
Hey, all I gotta say is he joins your damn show. I ask him all the time to join Kodi Manor's show, and I can't get him to join it. But he joins your show.
Yeah, but you know, I've been without internet for like a month and a half. So
yeah, I know.
More, yeah.
But hey, honestly, this guy is when we talk about the sharing it and giving and thinking about community focus, Mid is that mindset. He is 100% of, you know what? If they want to take it, they take it. I mean,
Mid made Jen to share. He's like, no, we're not going to hoard it. We're going to hand it out, and anybody can use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's probably going to be forked anyway, so it was easier to just strip out a couple of parts and then make it easier for everyone.
Okay.
The Butcher, you can't fault them for wanting to meet the Juggernaut. I'm sorry. It's all good. It's all good.
That's okay.
Okay, and but since you spoke up, Mr. Judd, let everybody know who you are, who you be, and how you get there.
I already did.
No, I want you to tell them again. You got some people that just came up in here. Just give them a little snippet. Just a little snippet.
Okay, well, I am the Juggernaut. We premise that because when I first started, I've been involved with Kodi, and we went over that since like the FTA days, all the way into XBMC, to Kodi selling boxes, yada yada yada, all the way up to now where I'm an admin. I mean, in the Supreme Builds group. I am the creator of the Juggernaut build, but not the Juggernaut add-on. That was somebody else before I came along. But because I am the Juggernaut, I just decided not to change my name. And then I got into YouTubing probably maybe about 5 months ago, around there. I never really looked, so I'm still brand new at this, and I get blessed when I can jump on panels and meet people and learn. And I agree with anybody who's watching this. If you want to learn things, you definitely can. You can learn a lot from YouTube videos, but what you'll find is you're always jumping over to different things, because YouTube is kind of like the new Google. Like when you're getting so many different avenues to have resources, YouTube has it all in places like this. Like, look at the panel, but join Telegram. Telegram groups is the way to go, and I learned that from Dabutcher, and I'm in the Gen group, and I'm in other groups and stuff like that, because that's the stuff I want to learn, and those are where the people who are able to supply all this, and even those who created what we're using, are there. So that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like you watch YouTube and you're watching a video and it's step by step, but you get stuck, then you're screwed. Because if for whatever reason you get an error, but the YouTube guy didn't get an error, then you're screwed. But if you're in Telegram and you're in one of our groups where, say, for example, it's Jen, and you get stuck, then you can ask.
Yeah, and that's
and you get 24-hour support as well, because when we're in bed in the UK, the guys over in Canada and that's in the chat, they're awake, and if a new guy comes in and got a question, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be answered within sort of 15 minutes or so. And
exactly,
that's the beauty of the Telegram chats, is that you've always got access to support if needed.
Well, and that's what I like, and that's why I wanted to say that too, is because my phone, it goes off constantly in about the Telegram group, because there's people always asking questions and always getting support, and and I have not met anybody via Telegram and asked a question, even the dumbest that I thought, and got legit answers and help and guidance on what to do.
Yeah, well, nobody's going to look down at you, Juggernaut, right? Because we were all the new guy once upon a time.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and you
can make judgment on people.
Yeah, and you can use Telegram channels if you don't want to use it as a vibrator, your phone.
Yeah,
yeah. Mute certain channels. I will.
He likes the vibrator part.
He like don't do it, just put it on vibrate. UK Kodi 1, let the good people know who you are, who you be, and how you get down, sir, please.
Okay. I am a builder. I can make a few playlists, and I am Gandalf's prodigy.
Bollocks.
He like since you said that way, Gandalf, then you can let the good people know who you are, who you be, and how you get there.
I'm just the grey old wizard that's always lurking, always willing to help anybody out if anybody needs anything. Most people know how to get hold of me, and that's me.
Before I get to Blue and the Butcher, I got 14, what is it? 12. I got 3:15. I'm out of here at a place that called Job. So it's getting at me. So before I go there and let the chat go anywhere, I did want to make sure all YouTubers that's in here, I know quite a bit came in and then left. But if you're a YouTuber, I'm gonna ask you guys one more time. Can you guys press 1 for me? That way, if you guys don't know of anyone that's on the panel or in the chat, you guys will go to their channel and get some of their knowledge as well. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to their channel. So everybody on the panel, could you guys please press 1? The ones in the chat, I would say yes or nay. Kodi Man is a YouTuber. The Jug is a YouTuber. He says can't post links in the chat.
Hey, Mid, send me the link. If you have a link, send it to me on Telegram. I'll post it in here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Or let who trying to post? Mid?
Mid was trying to post something, I think.
Hold on, Mid. I got you. Hold
Yeah,
on,
because someone asked for the link for the Telegram chat for the coding lessons, and we'll be starting soon.
Okay, hold on. All right, Mid. You can actually do it. You can put it in there now, Mid.
Okay, hang on.
Okay. So the ones that are pressing 1, I can verify they are. Even though SUPERDELL, my boss, my head, even though he said he won't, he pressed number 2. So let me make sure I'm not missing nobody else. Make sure I'm not missing nobody else. Make sure you guys are following these guys' page. These guys got a lot of knowledge. I love the knowledge that they bring to the table. I appreciate every last one of them as well. Let me make sure. Anything anybody want to say before we let them go? Before we let the panel go, who is somebody growling in the background?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was your stomach. I thought you were on.
I'm like, is somebody growling?
Wasn't me.
I'd like to somebody else.
Trooper, you awake?
Okay, you good, Trooper?
Trooper's falling
always
asleep.
napping, I swear to
He's
God.
always awake.
No, he's falling asleep again on this hangout.
I'm always awake.
Oh, there you go.
That sounded sleepy to me.
No.
Anyway, okay, that's what's up, Anthony. Yeah, that where they sending you to is gonna be a good place to learn. Look at Demi, talking about Blitz. Kodi, get great show, man. That's what's up, Cobra. Appreciate it. Butch, I appreciate you. Blue, appreciate both of y'all actually for blessing my panel. Eugene, how did you get a wrench? They need about 2 or 3 whippings. Is that the dog? Let me see. I'm trying to figure out who is that.
I think that's my dog. Hang on.
I said that's Butch. I thought said maybe that's Butch dog, but that's not Butch dog. That's okay. That's Mid. He like. Let me make sure. You guys got any questions before I let the panel go? Any questions? Gil.
No, I do not swing both ways.
What the? Who asked that? Wait a minute. See, Blue, you got me looking for that. I'm looking too. Like, wait a minute, who said that?
Nobody wrote that. I'm just putting it out there.
No, yeah, I know you put out there, but you had me look like, wait a minute, who asked that? So they somebody had the Webbles to ask that. What a group bogus. So that's what's up, D-Rock. Yeah, I got a whole lot of knowledge on this panel right now. That's why I said if y'all had any questions, y'all better ask them. I know I'm a little bit. First off, I know I'm usually not on Thursdays, and then second, I know I'm on a little bit early, but I had to do it. I had to take Butch when I could get him and Blue. So I do appreciate both of them actually coming in when they can come in and give me that interview so people can learn their story and get a little bit of background about why they do what they do. I do want to say Judd, UK Kodi 1 also has done the same thing. If you guys have not seen their interviews, you can go on my playlist and go listen to their background on why they do what they do.
You're talking about Kodi 1 right now?
Say it again.
Did you say you did one on Kodi 1?
Yes, yep. I did.
Yeah, because I don't give a crap about that at all.
dick.
I'm sorry, honey. I can't help it.
Gandor will be, me and him gonna collab. Mid, I'm about to get at you too, Mid. So I'm gonna try to get you to bless my panel too, Mid, since they telling me you shy. We're gonna try to get you, get rid of that shyness you got. So you already got your boy gonna give you a hard time now. He gonna be like, you didn't touch both panels. You gotta touch mine. So I know the Butch gonna give you a time that's hard.
Hell yeah. He's my damn tight with me. But yeah, he has that internet issue.
Yeah, my ISP took like 3 months to transfer my internet from my old home to my new one.
That was a long
We had 6
time.
people coming over. Yeah, they came over 6 times and it took like 3 months. So
Jesus. I'm not moving there, by the way.
Blue, you got blue nails too?
No, sure don't.
Oh, okay. He said
That would
blue
make me
nails,
look like I
nails,
have
too.
like not gangrene, but something's basically disease related. So no thanks.
Right. I'm like, I'm looking like, wait a minute. Okay, who on the panel making an APK? Is anybody on the panel making an APK?
No.
Yeah, no, nobody, Seneca.
I mean, really, to be honest, most of the time, people making APKs are looking just to make some money because you're going to stick ads in it. You're doing this and that.
Yeah.
Plus, when you create an APK and you put the ads in, you are linking people back to you and who you are because money has a trail. So, I don't know.
yeah, and no one's touching Java with a 10-foot pole willingly.
Yeah.
So you guys are hearing it here, y'all. Y'all hearing it here. So I like the knowledge that I'm getting. Oh man, I can't, boy. I must say, if you write some stuff, your stuff getting deleted quick. I'm trying to be like, huh? What is that? What the? So I can't read none of it. There's a channel on Telegram that has the latest movies and series you can admit. Okay. The Jug, the Hammer. Okay, where I'm at? I'm at 310. Okay, I'm gonna start ending it up right now. I'm about to hit the Mega Millions tomorrow. Who wants it? Dale, you know we all want it.
Hey, Bo, baby, just remember I told you had pretty eyes.
Oh, come on, man. I'm gonna put that on my next when I go live. I'm gonna be like, bam! I'm gonna put it right there and say, Blue said my eyes are put it in. So they're gonna be like, boy, you ain't got no sense. But I'm gonna say, hey, Blue was the first person that got on my chat to compliment my eyes. On my panel, should I say? In the chat, they tell me, but you was the first one to say.
What are you saying? Are you saying DVD didn't tell you had pretty eyes?
Nah, he did not tell me that. He got them himself, so I don't think he gonna tell me. He got them himself, so he better not tell me that either. Matter of fact, look at Dale. Dale said them contacts, Blue. Not Dale. Stop saying that. Let me see. It says Bo going to go to work. Oh no, he did not say that. Look. So I shouldn't stand up then, Cobra? Should I stand? Nah, I'm just messing, y'all. I'm just messing. I'm giving Cobra a hard time. He messing with me, I gotta mess with him back. I'm at 311. For all you guys that came out, I got 82 in my chat. I do say appreciate you guys coming out, not only to support me, but also to support Blue and Dabutcher. So I do appreciate both of you guys for coming out, for showing me that love, giving me some blessings to my panel. To the ones that got on the panel, Gandor, Mid, The Jug, UK Kodi 1, I appreciate you guys for coming on, asking them questions, and as well, blessing my panel as well. You guys, you know you about to hear me say it. Let me see, Bo. Listen, I need to know how them boys doing. Okay, before I go, I want to make sure I'm not missing nothing. Before I go, though, y'all, I do want to say when I talked to Butch yesterday, and he said we can do it today, I said, my guest would love that. Not only would they love it, y'all know how Bo J say, y'all know what I say. I said, Butch, me and my end users, we need that Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one. Much appreciate y'all. We
Thank
out,
you.
y'all.
Thanks, Bo.
Yeah, thanks, Bo.
Here we go.